Crime in the U.S. is crazy, and for some reason, machete attacks are on the rise. No one is safe, not even the security bros. In this video, we're going to show you one way to survive a very specific machete attack. Most self-defense videos show you how to deal with an attacker from start to finish. I want to go the other way and start from the end where you end up with the machete and the attacker is running from you and work backwards from there. So let's start with the part where, okay, I've come at you with the machete, you've engaged, you've taken the machete back. Let's just say the machete ended up on the ground. We were fighting over it, it ended up on the ground, so you place it on the ground, right? You're up close to me. You've gotten the machete down. You've kicked the machete back with your foot. That machete is still kind of close. Yeah. So when you leave me, you need to go grab that machete. So if you do that right now, unfortunately, see, I can step on the machete and bam, bam, bam on top of you. Okay. That's why it's better to kick the machete back farther. The idea is you want to get that knife or machete or whatever weapon far enough away that when you step back from me, you can step back, grab it, and right away just swing it at me. So that it forces me to get away from you. You probably want to throw an elbow in my face or something like that, right? To kind of like distract me. And then you walk backwards, grab it, and right away, because I'm like, oh, heck no. And then you want to swing it. But the problem is you actually pulled back to swing. If you pull back to swing, I can jump in and I can do all the same moves I'm about to teach you to do. Okay. So when you go pick it up, you pick it up swinging as you're picking it up. So like this? Right. Okay. So it's put it back on the ground. You're close to me. So you're stepping back down, grabbing it, and just swinging all in one. Just like elbow to the face, elbow, you know, whatever. Right, you grab it, and right away, bam. And so it forces me to step away. Okay. Because if it's down the ground, and I go to pick it up, and then I take all the time just to pull it back, you can already have rushed me, kicked me in the face, something like that. That's not good. So that's what happens after you get the machete away. Now, how you get the machete away... Actually, I'm going to show, I'll be the bad guy here. All right. So I'm holding the machete, probably something like this. And the key is, it's very difficult to pull this away from me as long as my thumb is making contact here. What I ideally want to do is get that thumb off like this, because then the blade is very easy to take out of my hand, right? It's very difficult to take out now. If I can get my thumb back, it's actually not that difficult to get the thumb back. You can grab it and pull it back. Another way to do it is if you put this sort of part of your hand right here onto the thumb, and then you use the top part to squeeze down here. So you want to compress these two, squeeze them like so. And the idea is you want to push up, not push up this way, but push up through this bone and the thumb, because it forces it back. If you just push up, you'll probably just slide your hand up. So you want to push through this bone and bring it back. You want to be squeezing here to create immense pain on the thumb to distract me, so that I'm thinking about that instead of thinking about fighting or kicking or punching. I'm only thinking about like the pain in my thumb, and I'm also more likely to just like go ahead and let go of the weapon. Now, is the goal here to push the attacker's thumb all the way back and like break it or dislocate the thumb? Well, you want to get the machete. Okay. So all you want to do is just enough. You want to cause a lot of pain. I'm going to show you when you do that. Let me think of how to do this so you can actually see. Let's do it. Let's switch places here. Okay. So you're going to be up close like this. Ideally, you'll be like really close to me because you want to make sure I'm not cutting you. So you need to have my arm out like this. So what you'll be doing is you're going to be in a position, you're going to be over like this. I'm going to come in like a hug. Okay. Right? And you want to keep that down. You want to keep it as close, arm close to your body. Okay. So I'm trying to like tuck your arm in. Right. So that I can't pull, because I'm going to be trying to pull back. Yeah, and if you let me pull back, this blade is going to slice you as it comes through. If I can get back this way, I keep doing it. Yeah. But if I step back like this, and I'm able to, I can... Right? You let me, that blade is going to come right through you and slice you. Okay. So you don't want to let that happen. So you want to keep it burying myself in. You want to hang on tight, and you want to keep my arm out this way. Gotcha. And I'm like, no, and I'm hitting you from behind and from here, and you're all distracted. Okay. Yeah. And then you take your hand and you're going to put like this, and you're going to push down, take your fingers and push down here like that. Yeah, that hurts, man. And especially if you squeeze. Yeah. And you push the tip of my thumb down in. So how do I release the blade? Take your elbow and move over like this and push down. You see how, and then it comes right out of my hand. Okay. And if you do it right, you might be able to catch it right in here between your arm. So I'm going to get in here like this, hit your thumb, swing, and like do this. And then I can grab it? Yeah, you grab it with that hand and probably slice you. Yeah, you want to do a slice while you're at it. Okay. I never return the favor. Yeah. Oh, you're at it? Okay.
That makes sense.
Right. So
it's really about closing the gap, getting in here, kind of like, and almost if you do it hard enough, you like knock the wind out of them, hit them,
right,
spin,
right.
Cut myself doing it this way because I just flipped the blade on myself.
Right. Well, I mean, that's still better. It's still better than me taking a whack at you.
That makes sense.
So that's how you get the blade out. Now, like I said, once again, even if you knock it down on the ground, and it falls
you don't
down,
catch it,
and you don't catch it, and you kick it back, right? And then when you're at that point, you're already here. My face is here. You kick it back, bam! You step back towards the blade, you pick it up, and if it was me, I'm swinging that blade. I'm just like right away get this part of the blade between you and me. The next part is, so now you know what to do. You have the blade, you know how to get the blade. Getting the blade out is maybe the easier part. Jumping in at the right time is maybe the harder part. If you've decided that you can't run away and you're kind of forced to fight, you need to rush me. The way to do that is as soon as you see me lifting the blade up at all, like there's never going to be a point where my hand's like fully extended coming at you like this. Most people probably aren't swinging like that. They're coming in close like this, right? They're keeping their arm fairly close to their body and they're doing something like a dance. And so as soon as you kind of like see your moment where they're up and the hand's out far enough, you can come in from the side and you're going to want to, like with one hand, you
come in.
Well, you want to actually do it with that hand.
I want to do it with this hand?
You want to stop this hand with this hand. With that hand, the first thing I would do is I would punch this arm as hard as you can.
Just punch it?
Yeah, you just punch
I'm not grabbing, so I'm hitting this and then punching?
Yeah, because you want to cause a little pain on the arm first, right? You want to make this out of commission a little bit.
Okay.
If you're coming in anyway, you might as well come in strong.
So, question for you. So, why would I want to get in close, right? Instead of kind of keeping my distance?
So the reason for that is because the worst part of this blade is at the end.
Okay.
If you look at where that blade is, you look at where my hand is, I can swing this from here to here and move about 2 feet, whereas the end of the blade has gone like 6 feet. It has all the inertia. It has all the momentum. It has all the speed. It's a big blade. This is where you're going to get hurt the most. You're going to get hurt a lot more there than you would get hurt by the blade, say, here.
Okay.
And you're definitely going to get hurt a lot more than if you're past the blade here. If you can't run away, you have to fight.
Okay.
And it's very doable because most of these people who are going to attack you, they're not like ex-military. They're not professionals. They're not like black belts. It takes a long time to become a black belt and it takes a lot of focus. The kind of crazy people that are going to attack you in the street are not those people. They look for folks that they think aren't going to fight back. So my point here is that you're probably not going up against somebody who's like a Krav Maga expert,
Gotcha.
Right? You're going up against somebody who just happens to have a blade.
Gotcha.
Regular person with a blade.
So I'm closing the gap,
So
getting
I'm going
in
to come
close
up. I'm going to take a swing.
I'll take less damage. I got
I'm going to take a swing, and it's okay if you get like a little cut. The goal here is to not die. So you want to rush me as soon as possible, as fast as possible. It actually takes me a second to get this blade up to swing it. So you just fully commit to it. You jump in. You're going to grab. One thing you want to do is put your hand here. And you want to grab because you want to take control of my hand.
Okay.
I would say I would punch. After you punch, pull on my arm.
Okay.
You could just go straight to pulling it.
Do I want to pull it with like this hand? So if I grab and I punch, do I want to pull like here?
Exactly.
Or like not like that, right?
Well, I'd pull from the top if you can't, like maybe. That's one way to do it.
Probably have a little more
because there's
leverage.
something else that you're going to do after that.
Okay.
So you pull from the top. Once you've done that, right, my arm's like this.
Okay.
Now, of course, I'm not going to be happy with that. I'm going to be like doing like that. So you want to make sure maybe you don't want my elbow to turn.
Okay. So I want to keep your arm locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the other thing you can do, like I said, when you punch it, you can do it. You can pull it. And then the other thing you can do is because that's is to kind of go like this.
Okay.
Like that move where you bring it in.
Bring it down.
You get in and you don't let me pull back.
Okay.
Right? So you may be able to go straight from punching to whatever, but if you have to do it step by step, it would be like grab, punch, just to kind of like throw me off and then wrap your arm around. And don't be afraid to get your body up in front of me because if your body is blocking me from this whole thing, then it makes it hard for me to do any damage. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get you, man.
So I'm going to punch and then pull and then come in. And then is that when I'm going to want to move down and try to do the thumb thing?
Yeah, you might as well while you're there.
So push and then pull. And now
you've taken my machete.
Gotten your blade. Oh, and I forgot I need to slice you.
Yeah, you got to slice
you on my way out.
Okay, so let's try this one more time.
Okay.
Yeah!
Oh,
Okay.
let's try one more.
No.
You got to give me this. The guy's a newbie. Okay, so you raise, I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna punch, I'm gonna pull.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna get in here.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna swing down.
He's taking
Push the thumb up.
Okay, you got that?
Yep.
Okay.
And I lost it. There we go. And then we're gonna swing.
Yeah.
And I've neutralized my problem.
So step one, let's see. How many steps is that? So step one is going to be you jump.
Step one is I
you
try to
jump
come in
right?
and hit your wrist, right?
Uh-huh. You punch.
Punch.
And part of the problem here is that you're still standing kind of far from me, like instead of jumping in on me.
Okay. So now I'm jumped in on you.
Uh-huh.
Now
Yeah, you feel that.
grab the thumb.
Keep in mind, I'm like here.
Yeah.
So you want to keep that down.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Push this up and then spin like that.
Uh-huh.
Here's that.
Yeah, if you can.
And then
Now, if it was a knife instead of a machete, you probably wouldn't have that leverage. You can push. Plus, a knife would be double-sided.
so it'd be more about in the hand trying to twist the thumb.
Yeah,
back
you'd be
and
more
around.
focused on this part.
Okay.
Twist it around
That makes sense.
and then get the knife out. Maybe bite it if you have to. So let's do this one more time.
Okay.
You have one more chance
Okay.
to, I don't know, get the machete. Okay. So here we go.
So you're raising.
So let me
Okay.
I'm here. I'm dancing because realistically, right?
Dancing.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready. I'm like, okay, that right. So you want to,
Yeah.
oh,
And like
he's
this.
taking advantage.
Oh,
He's
where's the
winning.
thumb? Got the thumb. And then
Let's try where you have it, and I'm gonna try to come at you.
okay.
And
So I
say,
raise it. Always wear a hard hat. It'll keep you safe.
okay. Okay, so here we are, right? We're coming in.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna come in, right?
Oh,
Did I get? So
no, you're good. I'm a tough boy.
I'm
a
gonna
tough boy.
So I've blocked the arm, and I'm putting my body right on
Mhm.
yours, like my shoulder to your shoulder,
Yeah,
right? And then I'm gonna kind of come in like this, grab it. I'm pushing up on here, right?
Uh-huh.
As I go. You're kind of like letting go, like you're
Yeah.
giving up, but I don't want you to give up because
Okay.
you're
back
trying,
in.
you're trying to keep it, right? So
I'm trying to keep it. You got my
right?
thumb?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Now, once again, because you have kind of long arms, if you're shorter, you may have to let the blade fall because with your hand, because I may not
Right.
be able to like reach around and do this little trick.
Yeah.
And then, but if that falls, like blade falls, I'm gonna right. The
Right.
blade falls. I have you right here. I'm
Yeah.
kicking the blade like that, right?
Okay.
And then I'm doing this, bam, and then I'm jumping back, and then probably you may try
This
to rush
bam.
me. You can then go into a kung fu fighting stance, so that you're like.
I don't know Kung Fu.
Recently, one of our clients contacted us because somebody used a machete to chop the security cameras off their building. They weren't our security cameras, but when I took a look at how these guys did it, there was these grates over the basement windows, and they were able to stand on the grate to get high enough to then hack down the security cameras. So the client wanted to know, can we put some sort of a cage around some new security cameras to keep them from hacking away at them? My suggestion was, if we change either the grates on the basement windows, which they were changing anyway, to be more of an angled version so they can't step up on them.
Yeah, just slide off.
So that would be the first thing. Then they can't reach the cameras. If they weren't doing that, I would suggest just moving the cameras somewhere where they're out of reach, because nobody brings like a ladder to these locations to hack away at the cameras. That does solve the problem with cameras getting hacked with machetes. It doesn't solve the problem where people are running through Washington, D.C. with machetes. And it doesn't solve the problem where maybe you're getting attacked with one. It may be rare, but those cases are climbing, and it is nice to know that you have some kind of defense in a situation like that, because it would be really scary. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please like it so we know, and share it so your friends know.
Bye. Yeah, since I don't know a whole lot about this whole self-defense stuff, treat me as nope, that's not. What should I say? Something about. Should I say anything? Probably should say something.
In this video, we're going to learn how to avoid one very specific spaghetti attack. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Crime in America is crazy, and machete attacks are on the rise. No one is safe, not even the security bros.
I bumped into a chair. So dumb.